Roger Houston speaking. Time to check Billy's truck to make sure all the gear is functioning. Drive forward.
Check.
Reverse.
Check. Check.
Extend ladder.
Check.
You're ready to go.
Here's something special. Gee, how'd you do that?
Good work.
You're unstoppable. Wow, you tell him. You're unstoppable. You tell him.
You did it.
You're unstoppable. Gee, how'd you do that?
I've got someone here who needs to talk to you.
My prized tigers have escaped from the wildlife park. They're on the loose in the disaster zone. They're so precious to us. Please find them.
Don't forget you can use your water cannon to blast anything that's in your way.
Great job. You're unstoppable. Wow, you tell him.
I knew you could do it.
Wow, you tell him.
Good work.
You're unstoppable.
You did it.
You're unstoppable. Wow, you tell him.
Good work, and that goes for everybody. I guess we're just about done.
Thank you so much for getting my tigers back safe and sound.
Roger Houston speaking. Let's see what Jake's motorcycle can do before it's put to the test.
Check.
Reverse.
Check.
Fire.
Check.
You're ready to go.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
I knew you could do it.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Good work. You did it.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
I'm impressed.
You're the best.
Great job.
Cool. Thanks.
I knew you could do it.
You're the best.
Good work.
Cool. Thanks.
Uh-oh. We've got climbers trapped on the slopes of the volcano. Here's a chance to put that motorbike to the test.
Here's something special.
I'm impressed.
Gee, how'd you do that?
Great job.
Good job. We'll see you back at the command center.
Returning to base.
Roger Houston speaking. Time to do flotation checks on Gil's watercraft.
Check.
Reverse.
Check.
Submerge.
Check.
You're ready to go.
Gee, how'd you do that?
I knew you could do it.
Help! You guys are the best.
Good work.
Gee, how'd you do that?
You did it.
Here's something special.
I'm impressed.
Gee, how'd you do that?
Great job. I knew you could do it.
You're the best.
Good work.
You're the best.
We've got a code red. A baby killer whale is trapped in the waterways.
You did it.
Good work. Now that's what I call one happy family. Come on back to the command center.
Sure thing.
Roger Houston here. Let's check the air rescue specialist's gear before he heads out.
Check.
Flip sideways.
Check.
Deploy rescue harness.
Check.
You're ready to go.
I'm impressed. Great job. I knew you could do it. Good work. You did it. I'm impressed. Great job.
Thank you. Wow, I was saved by a real
I knew you could do it.
hero.
Gee, how'd you do that?
Good work.
Gee, thanks.
You did it.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm impressed.
Am I glad you came?
Okay, we've got a report on some civilians trapped in a building. You're going to have to flip sideways to get your glider through the narrow gaps. Do your best.
I knew you could do it.
Gee, how'd you do that?
Good work.
Wow, you're something special.
Good job. Now head on back to base for debriefing.
Okay, coming home.
Roger Houston speaking. Let's go over our commands for Rocky.
Check. Check. Check.
You're ready to go. You're the best.
You did it.
Cool. Thanks.
I'm impressed. You're the best. Great job.
Cool. Thanks.
I knew you could do it.
Gee, how'd you do that?
Good work.
You're the best.
You did it.
Gee, how'd you do that?
I'm impressed.
Now, that's what I call a hero.
Great job. I knew you could do it.
Here's something special.
Special mission. We've got mountain goats scattered throughout the lava flows. You've got to lead them to safety. Do you read me?
Good work. You did it. I'm impressed. Great job. I knew you could do it.
You've done it. Head on back to the command center.
I'm on my way!
Roger Houston speaking. We need to do a flight check on Ariel's jet.
Check,
Scoop up water.
check,
Release.
check, check.
You're ready to go.
You're the best.
Good work.
Now, that's what I call a hero.
You did it.
Am I glad you came?
I'm impressed.
Now, that's what I call a hero.
Great job.
You're the best.
I knew you could do it.
Wildlife need help. Repeat, wildlife in danger. We have some animals that can't swim to safety because of some fires. You'll need to scoop up water to put out the fires.
Good work. You did it. I'm impressed. Great job. I knew you could do it.
Mission successful. Mobilize to home base.
We're on our way.
Roger Houston speaking. We need to do a flight check on Ariel's jet.
Check,
Bank left.
check,
Bank
check,
Scoop up water.
check,
Release.
check, check.
You're ready to go.
Am I glad you came?
I'm impressed.
You're the best.
job.
Now that's what I call a hero.
I knew you could do it.
Am I glad you came?
Good work. You did it. Steady those wings.
Now that's what I call a hero.
Wildlife need help. Repeat, wild...
I'm impressed. Great job. I knew you could do it. Steady those wings. Good work. You did it. Steady those wings.
Mission successful. Mobilize to home base.
We're on our way.